Look, everybody, it's my favorite two people. It's Dexter and LB, the guys that help make my life worth living. They are here hanging out. As you can see, they're tethered because, they're tethered because between the two of them, they're lacking a few brain cells. They get into stuff that they shouldn't. But I absolutely adore them. And so I will never be without them. Ain't that right, Dexter? Come here, LB. This morning I finished the back doors. They are stuffed full of fiberglass insulation that is doesn't have the stuff you used to embalm somebody with fudge. I can't remember the name of it, but it's that. It doesn't have the nasty chemicals in it. So I filled the door panel and the area behind the window where this is at. So there's 3+ inches, probably even 4, of insulation just behind the windows and then the Reflectix. The same thing with the door. So this is what I used right here, and it worked really well. It doesn't have formaldehyde in it. That's what I'm thinking. And it's R.E.D. So that is what is in the doors and the back windows, and it worked really well. Cut pretty good. I'm really happy with it. And there you can see both doors. Now what I'm doing is filling the cracks, up along in the ceiling rafters, and then the rib that goes across the top with this expandable foam sealant, which the first can I used, I didn't put gloves on, and man, it's some sticky stuff. If I hold on to this can too long, I'm going to be permanently attached to it. But I got this half done, and I'll move the camera so you can see, but this is working really well. And as you can see there, across there, that first rib is filled. You can see where it's expanded out the holes. And then all the way along the roof line, all the way back to the back, is full, with the exception of the very last bit of the corner. That whole rail is full. And I'm going to do that for both sides. And any other crack that I can find. Camper Van Kevin, Mystery 13, those guys have done this before. Those guys told me how important it was to insulate the van as best that I can. If you're going to spend any time in here, you want to have in the summer you want the cool to stay inside and the heat to stay outside, and in the winter vice versa. So by doing that, I'm basically turning this into a great big igloo cooler. I went and picked up more batting so that I can actually put fiberglass batting in between where the roof ribs are, and then I got 1-inch styrofoam board to go over the top of that, and then on top of the board will be the 1/4-inch ply. So the roof is going to have quite a bit of insulation. Not to mention, when the roof rack gets here, it will have the 3 100-watt solar panels on it to provide some shade. So it'll actually be raised off the roof. I'm going to mount the fantastic fan back here in the back over the top of the bed. So I got a feeling that's what that'll be the area that I'm really going to want it to blow on, is me. So once I get the ceiling all done, insulated, and installed, I'll go up there and cut a hole in it and install the fantastic fan. But that's what I've got going on today. A lot of this stuff, I wish that I had an extra set of hands. Way more would make this a whole lot easier. But, I am very grateful and happy to be able to do this. I might be a whole lot slower. I know getting in and out of the van and working in the van really bothers my back, but, at least I'm able to do it. There's a lot of people out there that can't do this because they're hurt so bad. So, rock on. I'm not there. There's always something to be grateful for. But that's what I'm working on. So stay tuned. As I go along, I'll videotape some more and keep you updated as I'm doing this process. So, till then. Can number 2. I hope this stuff makes a difference, because it wasn't cheap. But all the videos that I've watched, you guys said, you know, that if they could have changed something when they built it, it was the insulation. Trick is getting the sticky stuff to stay where you want it. You know, my brother Fred was doing this. He has a huge tandem axle old ambulance that he's converting. He started years ago. I helped him a little bit with it when I was up there in Duluth. He don't speak much anymore, so I'm kind of curious. I wonder how he's came along with his. You know, I know his plans were that eventually he wanted to be able to retire and live in the van. His van is much, much larger than this. But like I said before, man, I'm totally stoked to have this. I'm hoping that it will take care of me as long as I take care of it. I do believe I'm getting to the end of this can. Alright. The last can I got is a little different. I hope it works the same way. This is made by Great Scott Gaps and Crack Filler. Well, I'm glad I got these gloves on. I am one sticky person right now. So I need to finish this and then around the back, fill this in and that over there. Stay in the hole there, buddy. Those are my little guys right there. Dexter finally mellowed out and is laid down. And LB is really paying attention to what I'm doing. Say goodbye, guys. All right, everybody take care.